how I went from this to this. So this is my 700R4, and it's got an electric speedometer to it. The factory comes with a 4,000 pulse. However, my speedometer works with an 8,000 pulse. So I am taking this off. What this is, already removed the drive shaft. Make sure you drain it. Drain the transmission first. Otherwise, you're going to get everything pouring out of here when you take the drive shaft out, obviously. 4 bolts. Those are all 15 millimeters. Pretty much just hand snug. So yeah, taking that off. So taking that off, you can see there's the 1 gear. That's green, lovely. What I need to do is take that off. Pull. This is the hull. This is actually what's driving my speedometer. Over here, yeah, that guy here. There is, someone figure out, pull that out. It's in neutral, so I can spin it right now. Surprise, surprise. Here is my, but just to give you an idea what's on the inside, so that's the piece I have to take out. Is that big black thing, because that's a Hall sensor, and I will be replacing that with an actual real gear. Alright, so I'm at my, whatever this is, workbench. Tail end housing. Here's the electric speedometer end. Here, let me fix that there. And how to get that out is you just kind of twist it out. I've kind of already loosened it. There we are. There's our there's a Hall sensor being taken out. Throw that in the pail. So from here, I'm putting in a mechanical speedometer. Because I have an adapter to plug into here that works at 8,000 pulse per mile. So I have this red gear that needs to go on the tail shaft housing. Inside this box, there's a bunch of, I got gaskets. So it comes with, the kit I got comes with this gasket going here, plus another gasket in case I wreck this one here, plus clips. Jeez, I gotta put this under. So yeah, another gasket in case I wreck this one, and the couple screws to hold it back in place, and then I have this clip here. Can't really see it, but it actually holds it in place. You see there's an indent in this one, holds it in place on the actual transmission drive shaft. So anyway, I'll be putting this all back all together here in just a moment. Alright, one thing. So here is my actual, the housing for the speedometer. I've got, here's my driven gear. One thing I wanted to show is this seal here and a C-clip. How that goes in is directly into here. If you notice, one side is, there's a bevel on it. Yep, there's a bevel there, and this one's open. So how it goes in, open end up, put that in, and then the C-clip keeps it all in. Hey, did I get it? And I'm just going to push that down here. Yep, there, it's seated. Ta-da, yep, it's in. Perfect. Now, there is, it's going to ride somewhere in here. Pardon me. That's the end it's going to ride in. You're going to see that square end. You just Slides in and boink. There you go. There you go. So if your transmission's ever leaking out through here, it's the seal. It is no longer because of the gear. The plastic will basically wear away after years of use. So keep that in mind. Here is my clamp, screw, 10mm, and this is going to go the final bolt for my going on the tail housing. So here is my tail end of the 700 R4. This is the hull, not the actual sensor portion, but this is what it rides on and sends a signal, all the little grooves, obviously. So anyway, I want to take this off and replace it with mechanical gear. Just slides over, lovely. What I need to do though here is there's one of two ways to actually get this off. This is a press-on fit. So one of two ways. One is heat it up and try to get it off. I'm not going to do that. So second option is cut it, which I'm going to do. So whatever you do, yeah, try not to mar up your actual drive shaft. So anyway, here. Well, my bad eyesight says it's pretty damn close. Oh. There we go. Cracked it open up. Ta-da! Now, the fun part. Ouch! Took my glasses off, poked me in the eye. So, spinning this around, neutral. I'm looking for, there it is, these two holes here. So, here's what on the mechanical or the drive gear, there's a slot that lines up with the holes. Since I can't see going there, they're going to line up with holes with a little clip. And I don't have the clip with me. Look at that. Hang on. Just going to take this off. So what ends up happening is, here's the clip. My little shape thing. Can't really hear. So it goes like that. How it ends up being, oh, good catch. So it's going to go on the, just like this, and it's going to catch in the grooves of these holes here. Pardon me, I got it upside down. This single little hook here on this side is going to catch in one of the grooves, in one of the holes here. Ta-da! Then take your gear, slide it over, line it up, and that's it. So, just trying to see here. Yeah, there are others, hopefully. My eyesight is shot. Can't even focus on the screen. Anyway, there's the hook. And there we go. That's it. That's on. Now, put the tail shaft housing on. Make sure that it actually, where the speedo actual driven gear, pardon me, rest lines up with this. If it does not, if it's too far towards the actual ending, then use the inside. So that's just how it goes. To take it off, you press on there and slide just like that. Okay? Alright, sorry for the crappy camera work, but try this. Looking in there, you want to try to have that gear right smack in the middle. So where I had it on that first hole a moment ago, sorry, I'm trying to get some light in there at the same time. Yeah, it's not the right place, so I have to use the hole that's closest to the actual transmission. Alrighty, try that. Get some light there. Okay. Will the camera work there? So, right there, that is actually smack in the middle. So that's how it should be. Before you actually bolt on this tail housing, double check that seal. Make sure it actually is good for your drive shaft. Sorry, I'll get it here. Tiny bit of slop, but quite honestly, when I had this on prior, there was no leaking coming out of it. So I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, brand new seal. That's coming around this tail shaft housing, so that's brand new. It is a square seal, so that's kind of nice. It's not round. Didn't know that. Ta-da! Put that on. There. Now, we'll go get the, I'll bolt this here on, and then we'll resume here with me putting the speedo gear back in. Alright, just about done with this here. Kind of the important part is line this hash up to the screw hole. Sorry, I can't really see my camera here, but anyway. Yeah, so make sure you have that lined up. I'll show a picture afterwards, but yeah, I'm just going to bolt all this here together. Putting this in, I've kind of already, there's lots of places on the internet you can see how to do this, but just kind of give it a good wiggle, and it'll just slide in. Ta-da! That's it. That's all. It's in. Alright, just bolting it up now. Alright, here's everything put back together. So, fortunately this is my e-brake cable coming through here. Just rides underneath, all the way around. This is the end that actually connects up to the cab, my lever in the cab. This here underneath, this is my 8,000 8,000 pulse speedometer reader. It's from, hey, look at that model number. It's from my Heinlein gauge set that I have. Not new to this vehicle. It was in it previously. This was working previously as well in a Power Glide transmission. So I wanted the 700 R4 in here for drivability. I'm not going crazy with. I wanted to get something on the highway. That's why. So anyway, this here is done. This is wiring from the old. So I will have to. I actually cut it off, cut the original end off, and put that on. So I'll just be cutting it off again and made it up to this. So good old, I guess you want to call it the Coleman solar charger. And anyway, that's it. This is done. Later.